Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo. Welcome back to Destiny. Today, of course, is Wednesday, and that means two things. The Pipcast goes live at 12 o'clock today, 12 o'clock noon today, and it's freaking Armsday. That's right, us Guardians here in Destiny get Christmas every damn Wednesday. So I figured we'd hop over into the Dreadnought, my favorite chill spot, the Breach. Sadly, I was interrupted by a damn Hive champion, but looks like we got in on that action. We'll go pick up our, hopefully some runes maybe later on when we stumble over there. But wanted to come to the Breach, my favorite chill spot here on the Dreadnought. I hear they've got a really great kite and spa. You should definitely check it out when you have a little bit of free time. Ease those wounds, relax those muscles. Man, they were getting a bit friendly there for a second, weren't they? Anyways, let's go hide from the impending blast of these damn Cabal ship and take a look at what we picked up from Armsday. I figured I'd rather come out here than just chill in the tower with Banshee. He's a cool guy, you know, but he really doesn't have much to talk about, and he doesn't let me shoot my weapons in the tower, which is a bit disappointing. I hope that one day we'll actually have a proper test range in the tower. That would be super cool. Pop up Hive targets and all. Be really a lot of fun. But let's take a look at what we got, right? To kick things off, we've got the Tonello SR4 Amalon Scout Rifle. Big fan of the design on this thing. One of the reasons I was super stoked to get my hands on it. Plus, it'll be the second Amalon Scout Rifle that I have. Why not have two? Two of everything, right? My vault is already getting full with brand new Taken King weaponry. Also, we've got an Amalon CQC sight. We've got Rescue Mag, a choice between Snapshot and Hand-Laid Stock, and a choice between Firefly and Danger Close. I'm already kind of planning a build in my head to run Danger Close with that CQC sight and see how this thing handles in a more close quarters environment. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Overall, this thing hits hard, and it's got some great recoil. I really like the vertical recoil of a lot of the scout rifles, but the Amalon ones just seem to be really steady. Cool thing about this sight as well is once you get down to 3 rounds in the magazine, it will actually highlight the inner part of the scope ring with the color red to let you know, hey, you're about to run out of ammo, get the hell out of the fight and retreat and reload. Pretty snappy reload as well. Overall, I just love the Amalon weapons in this game. I'm a huge fan of what they've done with the foundries. They all stand out in their own way. Amalon probably has some of the coolest tech going on, and I can't wait to see what Banshee does in the future for these weapon foundries, because I think there's some really awesome twists they can throw on some of these weapons as we start to move forward. Maybe even start to see some foundry exotics. I think that would be pretty damn awesome. Moving forward, though, we also managed to grab a Hake Herjadi pulse rifle. This one is running just a 2-scope option. However, I'm excited about this second scope. We've got an LD Watchdog. This highlights dangerous enemies and guardians with charged supers. Depending on how I can tune this thing's stability with some of these perks, this could be an awesome PvP weapon to go alongside of my Hawksaw. We'll see. We've got Army of One, Counterbalance, and a choice between Snapshot, Speed Reload, and Injection Mold. I'm already thinking we're going to run Injection Mold alongside a Counterbalance, really boost the stability on this thing at the cost of some reload speed. It's got a great 36-round magazine, and I feel like this can be pretty effective in the Crucible. Looking forward to this thing for sure. Again, one of the things about the Hake pulse rifles is no matter what the stability is, they always seem to have a little bit more muzzle climb. You'll notice the spread on the shots is just a little bit larger than anything you're going to get from Suros when it comes to the low impact, high rate of fire weaponry. But still, the thing hits pretty hard when you can land a 3-round burst. A lot of fun for farming, and it's great to stagger opponents with those bursts. Just an overall a fun weapon. I really like the Hake stuff. I like the design of their pulse rifles especially. Gonna be fun to see how this thing pans out once we get it fully perked and ready to go. And we only managed to grab one more weapon this weekend as we were only rank 3. We picked up the Yuzume RR4 Amalon Sniper Rifle. Now this thing is pretty much going to be useless in PvE because it has a really low impact. However, these statistics, even the magazine size, are almost identical to my The Chosen FWC sniper rifle. If any of you remember that, it was one of my early on legendaries. I loved that sniper rifle to death in PvP. I'm a huge fan of low impact, medium rate of fire sniper rifles because I just go for headshots all day long. Now that thing had some great scope options. This one, not so much, but we do have triple tap as well as an option between single point sling as well as reinforced barrel and a choice between unflinching and underdog. Now, of course, unflinching is really what makes this a great PvP sniper. I'm excited to have that perk on there. And if we take a look, despite the scope being pretty zoomed, it is actually relatively large field of view. And I feel like this will still make it a pretty solid sniper when it comes to PvP situations. I actually like a little bit of additional zoom because it allows me to just be really quick target acquisition. This thing is really snappy. And I'm looking forward to giving it a go in PvP. This could become my go-to PvP sniper. Considering I really don't have one right now, the Black Spindle's great in PvE, but it's way too just clunky in PvP. No matter what I do with the scopes, it's just not going to work out, and I find that the rate of fire is much too slow for what I want to do with it in PvP. So I'm looking forward to this thing. This is going to be a lot of fun, and I love Amelot's sniper rifle. It's got some cool stuff going on with the barrel, this ridiculous purple scope. You see we even got this liquid rolling around inside of the sniper rifle that gets lower and lower as you shoot it. Just awesome details with the Amelot stuff. Huge fan of that gun. A lot of people probably blowing that one off, but like I said, if you're like me, you love some precision sniping over in the Crucible, that thing's going to be a wicked amount of fun. Now, orders for next week. I've only placed 2 so far. I'm probably going to reconsider that once I look over them a little bit more, but I grabbed this Suros DIS 47 Scout Rifle. I already have a Suros Scout Rifle. I just tucked it away today, actually, to make some room for all this good stuff. But the thing about the DIS 47, if you haven't seen it, is there's an opportunity to get this thing with full auto, and it's ballistic. It looks insane. There's a bunch of people already running it in videos. Check them out. See what it's about. I'm hoping I can get some good perk rolls, hopefully full auto on one of them with some great stability, as well as a decent, you know, balance between fire rate and impact. We'll see. Looking forward to next Wednesday to see what happens with that. Also got my first ever order for a proper legendary Hakke sniper rifle. Really excited about this. Really excited to see what this thing looks like. I hope it's not just the bog standard Hakke sniper design. Hopefully we've got some cool variety going on here. I've yet to see any legendary Hakke snipers, apart from one that is available from the new Monarchy. So hopefully this thing ends up being a complete beast. Now I know I could go out there and I could look at the statistics ahead of time. There are databases for that, but I like to be surprised. I think that's the whole point of Armsday. I'm not really looking to meta that hard. I don't feel that it's necessary. So that's why you'll never see me do that here on the channel. Now apart from that, I also managed to get a Suros PDX 45 upon leveling up Banshee 44. And this thing is pretty much identical to the Hawksaw. We do, of course, have some different perks going on here, but we have Secret Round. We don't have that same sort of threat evaluation site that is available from the Crucible version of the Suros Hawksaw, the one that you can actually get from the vendor. Wow, loss of words there for a moment. But we still have the standard threat evaluation site. I'm looking probably just to run the red dots on here. We'll probably do something like fitted stock, you know, try and boost up the stability even more, even though it's ridiculously high. We've got extremely high rate of fire, low impact, great reload speed, 30-round magazine. Let's take a look at this thing real quick. It feels more stable than the Hakke, and even though you look at it and it only beats it out by a little bit, right? The Hakke does have, you know, quite a bit more impact though, and we've got a much larger magazine as well with boosted range. But the Suros, man, I mean, it just feels so snappy, right? And this is exactly why the Hawksaw is so great. It has that quick, snappy feel to it. So we'll see how this thing handles in PvP. I don't think it'll be able to replace my Hawksaw. It'd be nice to have a standard Suros painted Hawksaw equivalent, but we'll see how this thing goes. I think with a little bit of tweaks to the stability, we can make it quite the little beast. Definitely am not going to be using it outside of PvE, which is nice. I'm not going to waste any precious infusion weapons making this thing any higher than 281, so we'll be good to go on that. So Armsday, another Armsday has come and gone. Let me know what you guys are grabbing from Armsday. Is there anything that you were really looking forward to adding to your arsenal, something that's going to fill a specific role that really hasn't been there for you? I know a lot of us, especially trying to get into the raid, there might be pieces of weaponry that you just didn't have that you were looking to kind of fill the gap with, so you'd be more prepared when you finally headed in to cut down good old Oryx. Let me know down in the comment section below. Share your stories. Even let me know what you're excited for next week's for Armsday. And if you have any questions for me, as always, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Ah, cool, we got a Kia spawn. That's a great way to end the video. If you guys are out there exploring the Dreadnought, putting your new weapons to the test, be safe out there, Guardians. Be safe.